Why does Secretary Collins bring up the high risk list in almost every interview? What is the news not telling us? Fraud, waste, abuse, or just incompetence?
Because we're never going to put in jeopardy patient health care or the disability benefits getting to the people who need them, the veterans who have earned them. And so what we're doing right now is making sure that an agency, which by the way has grown over 100,000 people and over several hundred billion, almost a couple $100 billion in the last 10 years, is doing it as efficiently as it can. But what we're seeing, unfortunately, is our numbers were not showing that. In fact, our wait times were not moved a lot. Our backlog actually went worse after COVID. And frankly, the GAO has said that we're on the high risk list for, the waste and issues of personnel and patient care. So we're making sure that we're putting the right people in the right places. And that may, mean a downsizing of bureaucracy and layers. Right now, the VA has become, frankly, the poster child in many ways for a bureaucracy.
In almost every interview, I see Secretary Collins mention the Government Accountability Office, the GAO, and a high risk list. Let's see what's up with that. Updated as the start of each new Congress of programs and operations with serious vulnerabilities to waste, fraud, abuse, or mismanagement, or in need of transformation. Let's see what we can find. Boom. Managing risks and improving VA healthcare, and then a VA acquisition management. Managing risks and improving VA healthcare. As we know, the VA operates the largest healthcare system in the nation, 9 million veterans who have greater issues with healthcare or requirements because we did some stuff and we need some help. So in 2015, the GAO identified this high risk list, 5 areas of concern: ambiguous policies and inconsistent processes. I think we can agree on that one. Inadequate oversight and accountability, information technology, inadequate training for VA staff, and unclear resource needs and allocation priorities. So this was a problem in 2015, and it is still a problem now. So they've done some things. I got to give them an overall rating, partially met here, okay, on doing some of the stuff. But these 5 items really made me think. If we're talking about money and the staff and needing to streamline, if you have ambiguous policies and inconsistent processes, and you're in an entity that's not a business where money doesn't matter, you can always get more from the taxpayer. And that is a problem. What do? You hire smart people to help make those policies and processes. Inadequate oversight and accountability. I need to hire somebody who knows how to do oversight and accountability. Information technology problem. I need to hire smarter IT people or contract with other companies to get them to do my IT. Inadequate training for VA staff. If my staff is not trained and their current people training them is inadequate, I need to hire a new trainer to then train those people, to then train those people. Unclear resource needs and allocation priorities. I need to hire more people to clear up those resource needs and then set my allocation priorities. Since 2015, and all the people that they've hired, none of those 5 area concerns, have anything to do with healthcare and disability for a veteran. If those were the 5 things they were working on, now they improve, they make it easier, but they do not directly correlate to healthcare. How many people did they hire and how much money did they do in contracts to at least get to here? Partially met. I think he's onto something. That doesn't mean it's going to work. Like some of this might have been important. Information technology. We need that. We need that electronic health record because as you saw in my last one of my last videos, it's a significant problem that they need to unfuck. Not the right staff. Now, when it comes to the policies, processes, oversight, accountability, training, resource needs like 1, 2, 4, and 5, that's put the right person in place. It's not hold on to the people that were inadequate in the first place or created inconsistent processes or couldn't do accountability. They fix themselves or they are gone. And then you hire somebody else that can get the job done. So let's see what's up with the other high risk situation. VA acquisition management, that was the other item. So it seems in 2019, this got added onto the high risk list. VA has among the highest contract obligations in the federal government and has increasingly relied on contractors to perform some key tasks. Our reporting over the last 10 years has shown the VA's total contract obligations increased substantially, rising over 150%. That's a double and then a half a double. So the VA has obligated about 61 billion with a B for goods and services. They continue to find the VA acquisition management challenges. Looks like four things that are challenging the VA is developing adequate strategies and policies. Sounds familiar. Managing its supply chain, have to hire somebody. Managing its acquisition workforce, hiring, and providing consistent leadership and execution of management priorities. So that's still more hiring. Number two, managing the supply chain. Number four, providing consistent leadership and execution of management priorities. So they had to hire some secondary, alternate VA deputy secretary of management priorities. It doesn't look like it's going well. But I should note, at least they have met the action plan. They have made a plan. As far as everything else, they're partially met. So again, as we look at these, and they go deep, they get into each little part, so you can see kind of what they did. And I just wonder, who do they hire to do these things? Are they hiring more doctors, nurses, folks to review our disability claim? No, these things are begging for somebody in middle management, bureaucratic bullshit.